Hey everyone, welcome to my channel.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the stove, how the faucet's running and I keep looking at you.
Welcome back to the Pretty Candid Podcast channel. I am your host, content creator here, Marissa H, per usual, recording here at .yhq. Thank y'all so much for letting me record today. We finna get into some things. This is gonna be part 3, I believe now, of how I got scammed, y'all. The finale. Let's go ahead and just, get straight to it. Okay, now y'all remember the last part we left on. What was her name? Was it Krusty or Ashy? Cracked. That was her name. Cracked had a bad attitude still when we was at the what was it? When we were at the auditions for the models, right? We were having like a little model runway for the show that the event that we're having. Her attitude was just real nasty, whatever. So after that, I did, like I told y'all, I sent her that voice note. I let her know, like, hey, we don't have to do this. Let me know if, like, we're not on the same page. If we're not, let me know. Cool. I don't have to do it. Take me off the flyer. I want y'all to remember that I told her to take me off the flyer. I don't want this on my head no more. Okay, so the thing was, I was cool with working with her. I can't even sit here and lie and be like, oh, she wasn't right, or, she was always doing this. For the most part, she was on her shit. It was just a lot of extra stuff. You trying to, like, talk to the dude who we having a venue with. You talking to the dude that's doing the merch for you, and it was a lot, okay? You be talking about everybody to me, and then it's like, I just don't like that. And maybe I should have been said something, but I just didn't like that, so I had finally said it. So after we had that conversation, Crack told me, we are on the same page. You're going to be good. You don't have to pay for your models. I'm going to cut you the $1,500. She upped it. I think it was going to be $2,500. So we went from $1,500 to $2,500 because I done helped you do a lot of shit and promo. Mind you, the vendors, some of the ambassadors that you didn't have. Because what the fuck do we need ambassadors for an event, y'all? This ain't a brand. What the fuck do we need ambassadors for? They coming for the people that you haven't at the guy. Okay, let me take a sip because I'm getting irritated already. Hold on. So, okay. Now, here was when I felt like I'm finna beat her the fuck up. Okay, so I got people, literally friends, family, associates, even a couple coworkers, like 3 of them. They are all on the Eventbrite buying tickets. The flyer then came out. We got all the vendors on there. I'm sharing on Facebook. I'm gonna put the flyer right here. This was the flyer, y'all. So that way we could all, like, let's put it on the floor. This was the flyer. So, I'm sharing and reposting. I'm on my Instagram. I'm on everything, right? I'm like, baby, we finna have a time, right? I'm so excited because this was the thing that really meant the most to me. This was the closing out of my boutique. My main thing was, when I got done doing my online clothing boutique, was I don't want to just abruptly leave. I done had some long-time customers that's been with me the last almost 3 years. I done had a lot of great things come from this brand. I want to close it out correctly. So I felt like me doing the show, doing the runway looks for the last final collection, and I believe it was going to be the fall collection, and then I was going to debut and have a photo shoot after to do more closer looks and stuff like that for the website. And then once I sold out, baby, that was it. It's all she wrote, right? I had a plan. I was strategic. Y'all, so I remember we had a group chat. Like I told y'all, it was like 40 fucking people in that group chat. Why was so many people for the vendors? I don't know. We should have just had that shit separate. So she's sending all kind of models, right? Now I'm gonna say this. I don't shit on nobody. She could do her own makeup pretty good. I don't know how that works I got 7 models and they all need their makeup done, and you telling me you gonna do their makeup. Bitch, no, that's not what we agreed on. So she's like listing out like, hey, you guys, so these are going to be the requirements. This is going to be check-in time. This is when we're going to start doing the makeup. This is when we're going to start getting everybody on stage. She giving out the whole outline for the show. So I'm cool with that. Until I noticed that, like, my models and they makeup time ain't listed. Okay, all right. So I called her. I got your number. I'm gonna call you. No answer. But I see you on Facebook reposting it, so I know you might be a little busy. All right. I let a day go by. 24 whole. I lied. I let 2 days go by. 48 whole hours. So I call her again. And I was like, hey girl. She's like, oh hey girl. Actually let me call you right back. I got something going on right now. Hung up in my face. I'm trying to work with her, Lord. I'm trying to work with her. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let that be, right? So later on that night, everybody in the group chat again talking. And so I figured, let me just throw it out here since you acting like you can't respond, text back, or nothing. But when you used to want to talk about your old homegirl and talk about how her cousins used to try to whoop on you and how she's not shit, and you want to talk about this man that got this pissy ass mattress that you be laying on, like you be wanting to talk about everything else. But when we really talking about the deep shit, because the show is in 11 fucking days, you're not responding. So I go in the group chat at Cracked. Hey, didn't see my models for the makeup time. Is there a different time we need to come? She said, oh, not all models are getting granted makeup access unless they paid. Well, hold on, ho. Well, hold on. Because in this message right here, right, you said that I didn't have to worry about paying for them. You said that I didn't have to think about anything. Literally, you said that they would be comped. I would be compensated for my time. I'm not shilling out $1. That's what you said. So why would I think you lying, right? Y'all, she wrote me back, and I wrote her again, and I said, well, I was under the impression that all the models were being taken care of that are in the show. Why would they not be? She sends me back a screenshot that ain't fucking sent to me. So who are you talking to? So now I'm getting fucking irritated. And remind y'all, this is when I ain't had no damn sense. Okay. So I blow up her phone. I don't give a fuck. One thing about it, I'll blow up a phone till it die, blow up. I never cared. So she was like, hey girl, my bad. I said, Crack, let me ask you something. Did you not tell me when we were talking that the models would be comped? Did you not tell me that? And she's like, well, I mean, yeah, but I'm having to hire somebody and do all of this. I said, well, you the one that said that you wanted to do their makeup. And then after so many people told you, hey, I don't want you doing my makeup, then you said you would hire somebody. So even if you have to do some of the makeup, I'm fine with that. But I've already told my girls that they don't have to go pay for their makeup, or I don't have to go pay for it. And they can just come here and get their makeup done. All they need to do is come dressed and hair done. She's on the phone and she's like, we talked about that? I said, yes, Cracked, we did. And she's like, you know what? Let me go through my messages. Let me call you back. I said, you don't have to call me back. You need to let me know about the models. Y'all, this bitch act like she had bad reception and hung up in my face. Instantly, I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm mad as hell. So I go to my models and I'm like, look, y'all, I'm going to be so real. I am so sorry and I apologize. We're not doing this show. I showed them all the screenshots because one thing about it, we going to make sure everybody on the same page around here. Ain't going to be no, oh, well, no. I showed them all the screenshots from when she asked me. So the event was in October. So this was like back in July, August. I sent them the screenshot. They said, damn, so she didn't want to pay for the makeup? I said, I guess so. I don't know. But she's saying now like, oh, y'all got to pay. Some of them was willing to pay, but I just felt like it's the principality of the motherfucking matter, bitch. You told me no. You promised something. You wrote it down. Now I'm going to tell y'all this where shit gets sticky. Okay? Me and her had an exchange. I'm going to put it right here. Me and her had an exchange where I'm telling her, like, you wrong as fuck. Like, you wrong as fuck because you doing this right before the show. And you know what, bitch? Since that's how you going to move, get me. I'm not doing the show no more. Get me the fuck off the flyer, right? And really, I think we were like almost 3 weeks out. It wasn't even 11 days. So it might have been like another 10 days plus. So it was about 3 weeks out. Y'all, I told her, I was like, I'm not doing the fucking show. You wrong as fuck. You gonna get exactly what's coming to you. You lucky that like I'm really chill, but this is wrong as fuck and you know that. And I still expect to get my money. And you crazy as fuck if you think that you're not gonna give it to me. Y'all, apparently she crazy as fuck. I will say this. When anybody finna do business with anybody, please get that contract. Get that contract, get something in writing, somebody to sign something. I don't give a fuck if they got to e-sign it. Make sure that they sign it. That's where I can say in this, the only part that I went wrong. Because I did not know her, because I don't know her history, I found out after we're going to get into that. But I should have definitely got something in writing on paper, digitally, something, to where she couldn't refuse the fact that she told me she was going to give me the money. Right. Now, after that, she never read the message. But she deleted me from the group chat. It made sure that I couldn't comment. I'm on right back on there and say nothing. Because she know. You know you wrong as fuck. Now, what had me hot was bitches was still posting the flyer like I was coming. And I'm not even trying to say it like y'all, like that, y'all. But around this time, the only two people that was jumping on, like, they brand was jumping around that time was me and another girl. And I told Cracked about this girl, so low-key me. You know what I'm saying? Like, type shit. So a lot of people was buying stuff off the strength of me and her, like buying tickets. And then like the dude who venue it was, he real popular. He had a lot of motion around that time. So people not really buying it because of Cracked or her event. They're buying it because of the vendors and stuff, which is to be expected, right? Bitch, if I told you take me off this flyer and I'm not doing the event no more, why the fuck would you keep promoting it like I'm gonna do there and tagging my business name? So I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like I said, I wasn't shit around this time when it came to being petty. So I was petty. I posted this post. I said, not me still on the flyer. The fuck? People start commenting about what you talking about. So that's when I started letting people know, baby, I'm not gonna be there. I withdrew. I'm not doing it for other reasons. And so after that, I kind of was like, okay, you know what? The bitch is weird. You super weird. You super fucking weird because you keep... Then it was people trying to get like a refund for their ticket. She didn't want to do that. So then she had people getting on her ass about, bitch, on the thing, it say that you can refund the ticket up until 5 days before the event. And now you telling me I can't do that. And it's well before the 5 days for the event. She has shit going on, okay? And that's God... My God, don't play about me. The thing that really did me about her was I found out how she was after the fact. Y'all remember that homegirl she kept talking about? So I ended up talking to the homegirl, right? I don't know if the homegirl made a post or I made a post. Me and her always had each other on Facebook. And I remember I told her, I said, damn, the person you talking about sound familiar as hell. She said, it is familiar because you know him. Instantly got up in the DMs. Because what? Me and her start putting two and two together. This bitch be talking about me. The bitch Crack be talking about her, me and her, like making up lies, making up stories, making up narratives that's not true, making up all type of shit. And I was just like, bitch. She said, yeah, bitch, that's how she is. That's why I don't fuck with her no more. The bitch is weird. She's like, and I'm not even telling you like on that type of time, but like I seen her still posting the flyer after you said that you had dropped out. Like that's the type of shit she do. Well, damn, why the fuck didn't nobody tell me that? So I'm like, all right, cool. Now let me tell you what made me motherfucking mad, because I told myself I'm going to give this bitch until after the event, and she going to run me them ducats. I'm going to find you, hoe. The last, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, because like, around this time, was I like a run down on you type of person? Yes, like, if it comes to that. Now, let me tell you where she had me fucked up. And actually, she still got me fucked up to this day. You, girl, come on now. You gotta know. You gotta know. Yeah, you gotta know. So, after the event, I was blocked. Phone number, messenger, profile. Had no way to contact this bitch. I started hitting her up from different numbers. Couldn't get a hold of her. I went to the last two apartments that I known that she was in, waiting on a bitch to come out that looked dusty and cracked. Never seen her. I never ran into her again. And it's crazy how God do that. Like, people he know, like, ooh, baby, you gonna take it too far. I never seen her again. And I know you probably thinking, like, oh, you probably could have went to small claims court. You could have did this. You could have did that. I didn't have no contract. I didn't have nothing to write it other than screenshots. And maybe I could have. Maybe I still could. I don't know. Drop in the comments. Let me know. But the thing that really did it for her, because I would have let her even make it on the 1,500, 2,500, whatever she said. But I think what did it for me was you was at C-Nails having a conversation about Marissa, talking about that I'm unprofessional, talking about that I'm childish, talking about that I must be still grieving my dad and that's why I can't mentally focus. You bringing up a dead man you know nothing about. People get more for less. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. And the crazy thing is, what made me so mad, y'all, and I'm gonna put the screen. I might still have the screenshots. I don't know, but if I have them, I'm gonna put them on here. The thing that made me really mad was she think I don't know, but then you went on somebody little bullshit podcast or like little clip or something, and y'all said my name on there, but then cut it. So like, I didn't get to hear everything y'all said. That's number one. Number two. Why the fuck when I start my podcast and I was 8 months in, you sitting up here trying to congratulate me like I wasn't gonna do that, like I wasn't gonna do you that. You talked about somebody dead, daddy. But if I bring up your dead mama, I'm gonna be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. To be honest, I'm probably finna cut it right here because I feel like I'm about to say something too crazy. But I just want to say, when you working with people, be very mindful. Do your research. Get something in writing. And understand that, like, don't let them get too close to you. Because, baby, if I knew what I knew now about this individual, I would have never dealt with her. So, that's the finale. That's part 3. How I got scammed, y'all, for $2,500. She really owed me $25. Drop in the comments if I can still sue. Let me know. I don't know. I might can. But we can talk about it. Until next time, hit that bell, hit that like, drop in the comments, was I wrong? Where did I go wrong? Is she wrong as hell? Like, let me know, you know? Like, until next time, y'all, I will see y'all on the next story time. Peace.
You focus on me. Can you focus on